Vampires hit the Morlocks again.
And Dahlia?
Taken.
So this is the part where we bring her back.
I thought you might take some convincing.
You had us at kill vampires.
By the goddess. Sin's handiwork, no doubt. We should free them before they...
This city has had enough of Sin and her pets. She's long past due a reckoning.
Bad news. More on the way.
That is bad. For them.
Go after the ones holding the keys. Let's get these people out of here.
This is intolerable. Sin has gone too far.
Leave none of her new kin standing.
Got them scared. Just need to finish this.
Your turn.
You have earned this. You were too weak for this fight. The light will heal you.
Your timing is perfect.
deja vu.
The mother has many children.
As if the Morlocks have not endured enough scorn in this.
Sin has proven herself willing to step on anyone to achieve her goals.
She'll get what's coming to her.
I will make sure of that.
Should get the blood pumping.
Are you prepared?
These fanatics are always the same. Let's do this!
Get yours.
Hydra doesn't know when to quit. How long has this been going on right under my nose?
We have had no shortage of distractions from my mother. This is not your fault.
Maybe not, but it sure does piss me off.
I will show you. The elements have blessed me. Face your end. Maybe now you will find peace.
Hail Hydra!
You lack imagination.
More of them dropping in.
We must work faster to free these people.
You're the heavy hitter. Throw a hurricane at him.
Can she really do that? I am
Your mother.
Your time has come. Your mother abandons you.
Her will.
Payback's gonna be fun.
I will make you suffer for that.
Support units on the move.
Might have to tap out.
Look to the skies.
Never seen that before.
The elements bow to me.
I think you got him.
You chose this path. Now you must follow it. Your time is coming.
One of ours is down. A pathetic attempt at intimidation. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently she is promiscuous. Your fate is my call.
You trifled with the wrong guys.
They are still coming for me. I am not doing so well. Once again, Lilith's servants fall. You had no chance to escape. Return to your mother.
I feel surprisingly refreshed. Everything appears to be going according to plan. Brace yourself. The end comes for us all eventually. They are free. Now, where is Sin? Dahlia!
What the hell have you done, vamp?
What have I done? A work of true genius. Personal alchemies, artifacts acquired over centuries.
And blood? Siphoned from dozens of innocents?
Hundreds. Mutant, human, a combined broth.
All to fulfill my one purpose. The creation of a vast immortal army that can cross sacred ground, that requires no invitation.
No flaw, no failure, no death. Just perfection.
No stakes. No silver.
No weakness whatsoever.
Except for me.
Enough bravado! My plan was flawless. All I needed was the right filter.
There will be no more running. You will answer for what you've done here and now.
Or to make things interesting. Come get it. It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad. Haven't cut him loose yet. Don't blink. If you still want it, come and get it.
Your fate was already sealed.
Our time has come. I will make
This is the end! This won't end well.
Break my resolve.
Give him a hand. Deja vu. I always knew you were a parasite. But picking on kids, you're garbage.
You always have such a way with words, Blade. And you're so angry.
That almost sounded like garbage trying to talk.
enough of your disrespect.
Now who's angry?
They do not stand in How invigorating. Sealed. Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will find better?
Not good enough.
Accept your fate. Our long wait is at an end.
Now you just...
My will be done. I am eternal.
I'll put this to good use. You had your chances.
I feel surprisingly refreshed. A weak strike. I call to the elements.
a move.
Prepare. You trifled with the wrong goddess. Dahlia's powers are a boon to this world. We will reunite her with the Morlocks.
Ha! You talk as if we haven't already won!
I didn't hear a bell.
Neither did I.
Trifle with your end!
I am still the center of attention. They brought this upon themselves.
No!
Master!
In the end, you are all alone.
Then so shall it be with you!
It seems vampires are vulnerable to lightning.
That was half my power. Don't move. You're all right now.
You came back for me.
Of course we did.
What now?
We'll take you home. Wherever you want that to be.
You can sleep in my room tonight, Dahlia.
What? No, I don't want to kick you out of your own space.
Don't worry about it. I can sleep in limbo.
I'm guessing there's no point in arguing with you.
You're smart. Try to get some rest. You need it.
In a bit. There's something I need to do first. Could you stop by later, Hunter? We should talk.
Getting the Morlocks acquainted with the X-Men will help each team remove any stigma they hold toward the other.
One less group for the vampires to terrorize. Dracula's days are numbered.
Storm sure knows how to make the rest of us look bad, huh? Glad she's in it for the long haul.
Dahlia's resilience is inspiring.
I need to get something off my chest.
Go for it.
I can't stand vampire movies.
Why not?
Why do you think? They take vicious killers and present them as tragic and misunderstood.
Perhaps vampires are making movies about themselves to garner sympathy.
I used to think so. I spent a month in Los Angeles running it down.
And?
Maybe back in the day, but now, studios throw anything at the wall to see what sticks. That's all.
Is that why there were movies about... What did Nico call them? Sparkle vampires.
You know, I didn't hate those movies. Thought I would.
Why not?
Sparkle vampires don't exist. For me, it was fiction. Although I did root for the werewolves. There better be a next time.
How do you feel?
Aside from the obvious, I'm alright. Although I've noticed my abilities don't feel the same. I don't know how to describe it, but it's,
Darker.
Yeah. How did you...
I have darkness within me too. I understand what it is like.
I don't want it to linger, to control me. How do you deal with it?
I do my best not to tap into that part of myself.
Doesn't that mean you're ignoring that it's a part of you?
Not really. I know it is there, and I can feel it tempting me. But I have learned to keep it at bay.
If you can learn to manage, maybe so can I.
I have no doubts about that.
You know, I'm actually surprised that you all came to rescue me. Don't get me wrong, I'm totally glad that you did. It was just unexpected.
What is next for you, Dahlia?
Honestly, I don't know. But for the first time in my life, I get to choose. Everything is up in the air, but, you know, I'm taking it day by day. I'm still cool to talk if you have more questions.
Has your opinion of Storm changed?
I was really unkind to her in the sewer. I spoke out of anger, and I regret it.
The words you spoke held no truth?
Yes. And no. It's complicated. But Storm showed up when it mattered. She cares about me and the Morlocks, and she showed it.
You should tell her this.
I plan on it.
How do you feel about leaving the orphanage?
Conflicted. On one hand, I hated it. Every day was a reminder that I didn't belong. But I was surrounded by kids who felt the same way, and we became a family.
You miss your friends.
I do. Leaving them behind sucked. But once I learned about the Morlocks, I knew I needed to help.
Then you found another new family.
I'm forever grateful they took me in.
What are your thoughts on the Morlocks?
They're my family. They took me in, and we cared for each other. We're all mutants just trying to get by.
They were not wary of you?
They were at first. They thought I was one of the X-Men. But once they saw I wanted to help, we built up trust.
Is being an X-Men bad?
Morlocks are used to being outcasts because of the way they look. There's a misunderstanding between the two groups, you know.
Have you reconsidered Storm's offer?
I was worried about this question. I have no idea.
That is okay. You do not need to know right now.
There's still so much about the X-Men I don't know about, and I can't just leave the Morlocks behind.
I'm sure you will figure something out.
Me too.
See you later, Dahlia.
I hope so.
Hunter, a word.
Huh. Of all the things to use magic for.
It's just me now, Bruce Banner.
Don't forget to write.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair. Peace.
I admire your leadership capabilities.
Well, that is very kind of you to say. Dahlia left this morning for Xavier's school.
You do not sound surprised.
She's got the safety of her Morlocks to consider. With so many X-Men out for the Shi'ar Brood War, there's space.
The Morlocks were invited as well?
Yes. Magic ferried everyone to the school. They'll be secure until the vampire threat is eradicated.
I am sure Dahlia is happy they were able to join her.
It was her idea. She proposed the X-Men and the Morlocks share space at Xavier's school to better understand one another.
What a great idea.
She wants to end the confusion and stigma each group has toward the other. It is a noble pursuit, and I am so proud of her.
So, what are your plans, now that she is safe?
You went out of your way to help me. It is only right that I return the favor. I will remain at the Abbey until your fight with Lilith is over. You may be powerful, but there will always be someone stronger to defeat.
What shall we chat about?
Finally, some action! I thought my dry spell was never gonna end. Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Hunter.
Hunter, do you know what claustrophobia is?
Does that have to do with the magical man who gives children gifts?
No, that's Santa Claus. I'm talking about a phobia. It's a fear attached to a specific thing. Are you scared of anything?
Large bodies of water where I cannot see the bottom.
Ah, the ocean. She is fierce and mighty and worthy of respect.
It is unnerving how we know more of our solar system than we do of the sea.
It's true. I can never understand why the natural world is seen as mundane by the people who live within it. But being scared is different than having a phobia.
Then what is this phobia of yours?
It's a fear of small, enclosed spaces. Phobias come from trauma, and if we're put in the position where our phobia is present, it's hard to function.
That sounds awful.
It was. Thankfully, I've been able to overcome it. It took many years of work and failure, but I did it.
I cannot imagine the fortitude it took to overcome such a hardship.
I was put in the position where it was my fear or the safety of my team. Sometimes being under extreme pressure works.
Even still, it is a feat you should be proud of.
I appreciate the sentiment. I just thought you should be aware of my past phobia.
Thank you for telling me.
Just know that it won't impact the team. That was the most fun I've had in ages. You and I are pretty similar.
Correct. We are both humans with extraordinary abilities.
I meant outside of our status as heroes. You and I are both leaders.
I do not consider myself a leader.
No need for modesty. You do a lot for the Midnight Suns. I don't need to tell you that being the head of a team means a lot of responsibility. Do you ever feel pressure to act or lead in a certain way?
I try to lead with my heart and do what is best for the Midnight Suns. I take their needs into consideration.
Spoken like a true leader.
I get the sense that you relate.
Maybe. Despite what anyone says, I believe we're all just winging it and playing it off as confidence because we have to.
It sounds like you were speaking from experience just now.
I forget how perceptive you are. I've had to keep my emotions in check for a long time, even before joining the X-Men. It's been hard to unlearn.
When you say you need to keep them in check, what does that mean?
I need to make sure I'm aware of how I feel 100% of the time. I have tools to keep me grounded just in case. Do you have anything like that?
I find that talking to someone I trust always helps me find my center.
A good option. It's a shame there isn't a therapist on call around the Abbey. That would save us a world of trouble when it comes to our mental health.
I will put it on our wish list for caretaker to consider.
Ask her to make Charlie a therapy dog, too. That way, we could sneak her extra treats. Staying in control is crucial for me. If I ever seem guarded around you, don't take it to heart.
When you lose control, that affects your powers?
Something like that. Let's just say that when I'm stable, so is the weather and everything around me. I'll save the details for later.
I am looking forward to it.
You've been incredibly patient with me, Hunter. I think it's time for me to tell you the truth.
It sounds very ominous when you put it that way.
As we've discussed before, I'm not used to opening up. But it's important that you know how I work. My emotions influence the weather. If I'm angry enough, I can cause the air around me to turn into gusts of wind. If I'm sad, the clouds will fill with water and cause rain. Do you notice a pattern?
You have only mentioned negative feelings influencing negative weather patterns.
So, you see my dilemma.
Is it only bad emotions?
Not usually. But since those are what I feel most deeply, it tends to be.
Wow. That is intense. How do you deal with it?
Practice.
That does not sound like a way to live.
It is if it keeps my loved ones and my team safe. I need to exercise precise control over my emotions, or else I risk their lives.
I am sorry.
Don't pity me, Hunter. I may not be as old as you, but I've learned to manage. Isn't that all we can do?
I agree. We are given one life, and we do with it what we will.
Not only that, but we choose how to hone our powers, and how we react to their quirks. We can't be passive.
Thank you for sharing this with me. I know it was difficult for you.
You deserve to know. Now I just need a lesson in letting go.
Letting go of your need for control?
Easier said than done, right? Control has always been a constant for me. I can control my feelings if I pause and take a breath. I can control how my team perceives me. I can control the weather. The weather does not control me. Any advice?
There is no rush. Just take your journey day by day.
What if I'm impatient?
Then I will be here to remind you that it is not a race.
Well said. Let's see if I can produce some of that kindness for myself. It isn't every day that I'm vulnerable. I appreciate your willingness to stick by me.
We are a team. Of course I am going to be here.
Never change, Hunter. It's an honor watching you on the battlefield. You fostered many relationships in the Abbey.
Yes, I have made many companions.
It's nice, isn't it? Building up that camaraderie with your team.
Building these friendships is one of the best parts of hero work.
Mine too. Getting to know everyone is a joy.
I can say the same for you as well.
Always the flatterer. I ask because I wonder if you've ever had to sacrifice a relationship because of otherworldly circumstances.
What kind of circumstances?
Oh, you know, the end of the world, protecting them from a villain, hero stuff.
Are you speaking from experience?
I am, although I don't think it's all that unusual.
Does the falling out with my mother count?
I'd say it more than counts. It's not always about romantic relationships.
I have no time for romance.
Not when the world's at stake. Even if relationships end, it's always good to cherish the time we spent with people.
Even if it ended badly?
Yes. That was the most fun I've had in ages. Hunter, do you have a moment?
Of course. Is something troubling you?
Not exactly. I wanted to thank you.
For what? I have not done anything worth thanking.
That's what you think. Ever since I joined the Midnight Suns, you've treated me as an equal. Nothing more, nothing less.
I do not see why I would treat you differently.
To some, I am important to the X-Men. To others, I was once a queen. When people learn about my past, they change the way they act around me. I feel as though I need to meet those expectations.
That does not sound too bad. They might treat you with more respect.
I don't desire special treatment because of my titles. You're someone who has never treated me differently, and I've always appreciated it. I wonder if I'll ever be able to shake the stigma my past lives have carried forward. It's almost suffocating.
I do not follow.
Well, what do you think of when you hear the term leader?
Someone who sets expectations to be followed by the rest of the team.
And how should a leader act?
with the team's best interest in mind.
A good answer, if not a little idealistic.
You do not agree?
Guiding by example is one thing, but there's much more to leadership than that. I've always felt like I need to live up to a version of myself that my team would be proud of. Someone fearless, who never makes the wrong decisions, and keeps their emotions in check.
Sounds like a lot of pressure.
It is. I wonder if I'll be able to let go and embrace every facet of the human condition without fear of losing control.
I think if you accept the fact that your emotions do not control you, it will ease your mind.
Become one with the fear.
Do not let the fear that something bad might happen hold you back from experimenting.
I see. That's a nice way of looking at it. I'm sure it will take many, many years for me to get over this fear. But I'm glad I've been able to share it with you.
As am I.
Thank you again, Hunter.